I'm Kerry Kennedy, president of Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights. When employers in Florida stole from, beat, chained, and locked farmhands in a U-Haul, lawyers for the Coalition of Immokalee Workers in Florida documented the abuses and brought the case to U.S. Attorney Doug Malloy. Malloy said what the 6 perpetrators did was slavery, plain and simple. The grand jury indicted, Malloy sued, and the judge sentenced the perpetrators to 15 years in prison. In 2014, when Uganda passed the world's most draconian anti-homosexuality law, activists protested, lawyers sued, and the judge overturned the legislation. Now, a few weeks after Uganda again passed similar legislation, lawyers are again suing, seeking redress through the courts. When the great muckraking journalist Nelson Carvajal was murdered shortly after he exposed corruption, his family hired lawyers. They sued the government of Colombia, and judges at the Inter-American Court for Human Rights ruled the murder a crime against humanity. The ruling in 2019 was the first case in the history of Latin America holding a government accountable for the assassination of a journalist. When college student Claudina Isabel was murdered in Guatemala and the police failed to investigate, her family hired lawyers. They sued. Judges found the government of Guatemala liable for femicide and then ruled that the government must hire women police officers, hire victim witness advocates, put streetlights up in cities across the country, establish a hotline named for Claudina Isabel for disappeared women, process thousands of rape crisis kits, and make a cash payment to her family and make a public apology to the family at a press conference. Today, across Ukraine, thousands of lawyers and judges and victim advocates have joined Prosecutor General Andrei Kostin and documented over 80,000 cases of war crimes and crimes against humanity, all stemming from the crime of aggression for which Putin and his henchmen will be held accountable. You may ask, why are we celebrating Law Day? We are here because we share President Kennedy's belief that law is the strongest link between humanity and freedom. We are here to bolster the rule of law, to lay claim to the hard work of lawyers and judges and jurists across this country and around the world who risk imprisonment and torture and death every day, day after day, because they value dignity and they have faith against all odds that the law is our greatest bulwark, protecting our freedom. Today, we celebrate that faith and the people who have devoted their lives to protecting it. For that, on behalf of my colleagues at Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights and our colleagues and partners engaged in all the cases I just mentioned and many, many more, I thank you.